Let's gather around Tuesday night and sing a D&D song. Our D-U-E-S-D-A-Y D&D song. I've got something in my throat, damn it. Well, welcome to Tuesday night.
Welcome, everybody, to DM Kalsto's turn tonight.
I do already have inspiration, so I won't give it to you again. Although, there are three of you. That's right.
I mean,
I'm fine with someone else receiving inspiration.
Nah, that wouldn't be any fun.
You didn't earn it.
I'm surprised no one's done the TNT song, but with D&D yet.
Because it's D&D on
Tuesday night. It's D. Yeah.
Work in progress.
I don't know enough of it by memory, so I don't listen to it again.
My throat is still to an extent messed up from I think it's been a week or two now. It's not sore or anything, but I have to clear it frequently, and I still have a bit of a cough.
This means I have to hit your character in the throat like we did with Deft. But
No. It's not that bad.
Left off last time. You had just made port at your not necessarily choice of destinations, but the closest destination that you had going on, the direction you go. At the port of Orland, which is a larger port city within the western, kind of southwestern part of Arcadia. As you did approach, you did see several lines of anchored ships, seemingly in defensive positions, more than likely probably because of the rift. As you guys head in, you look about and you see several ships also kind of heading into dock as well. At this point, Lacan kind of looks over you guys. This may take a little while.
Yeah, it does look like it.
No? Sure, we can find something to entertain ourselves.
What would you like to do while you wait for a chance to dock?
Lou?
Yes.
Might be worthwhile having a discussion with our noble knight over some of his actions of late.
Oh, and what actions would those be?
Well, the blatant insults toward me would be a good place to start.
Did you guys argue all night about that?
Not all night. Maybe you can convince him to get your title right.
Title?
You're a captain?
Am I?
Last I checked, that was the title. Yes, you're a captain of the Tipsy Fox Guild.
Aren't I just the leader of this ragtag bunch?
You're a team captain.
Mm-hmm.
Technically both right.
Oh, also, is there anything that that you think should be added to the report to Con?
Depends what hasn't been reported yet.
Well, what do you think should be reported?
What's been reported to him? Up to this point.
You only sent one message.
Yeah, Lou
Out of
was
the reports, I remember something about that Zul fellow and the gates, or the gate fragments.
okay.
I figure in this report, should let him know that we've made mainland, just waiting to talk. That you're currently a fairy and Misfit's turning into more of a bear than usual.
Mhm. Okay, we'll see how that one goes.
Oh, Max, what do you guys do?
Is that somebody's keyboard or what is that?
The Technos
That's my
keyboard.
keyboard, yeah.
He's throwing little meteors at us. Beep, beep. So you're sending a message.
Mm-hmm.
What does everyone else do?
I'm just resting still.
How about
Probably
you,
messing
Misfit?
around with Misfit.
What are you guys two up to?
And then she was like, Misfit, what do you have in your mouth? And the answer was approximately 11 very big grubs. But I couldn't tell her that because I had 11 very big grubs in my mouth, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so when I went to tell her, all the grubs fell out.
Oh. But did you pick them back up and eat them?
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay, good.
But she took out this like little spray bottle and she started spraying me, and so I had to run away.
But that was lunch.
I know, right? Anyway, seeing as we're coming onto land soon, I think we have a very important thing that we need to do.
Oh, God.
And what is that?
We need to rename the ship.
Oh. But wait, no, you want us to rename a ship, but you can't even call yourselves a group name?
Well, nobody. We all have to agree on a group name, right?
Sure.
But I can just paint some letters on a ship.
Can you?
It's not going to be our ship anymore.
You know how to write.
Do kind of.
All right, write your name. And
That's.
Actually, you might be able to
Okay.
do that. I've been teaching you to read, so I probably would have shown you how to write your name.
I think I can do it. I've been training for this day.
Perfect. There you go, Serena. All right, so you would like to write, Misfit.
She just puts an X.
What are you attempting to write?
My name.
Roll an
It's Serena's.
intelligence check. That
Yes.
second to last word is an and, not an and. You, and not the most beautiful of writing, but you write a clearly legible Misfit.
You are getting so many head scratches.
Yes.
Lou,
Slightly bigger. Yes.
come with me, please, into the captain's quarters.
As you guys go down, Doc just kind of goes, ah. Back to work, everybody.
They're not gonna help.
But he's so small.
Oh no, they're free to go. He's just making a comment on their exit.
No, I know. I'm well aware.
All right, so you guys make your way to the captain's quarters.
Yep.
Don't forget, you also do have your unopened treasure.
Yeah.
So, I have some news.
Okay.
About one. Arthas and his team apparently also just made landfall. It's kind of a minor thing. The guild has sent Quill to meet us, so that's who we'll be meeting here. Oh, and to keep that last bit a surprise, I'll whisper this one to you.
Okay.
So you lean over and whisper. Not trusting the
Well, she'll
to be alive.
say it at a normal tone, but
Well, then you gotta say it just because they're not there.
fine. Oh, and apparently Khan has lost an arm.
Okay. Why did you whisper that to me then?
No, Bill.
This time, it's not my fault.
If you say so.
You and your arm thing.
We needed intervention.
That's not good.
Oh well, you're starting to pile up. You can't just keep taking people's arms.
They're almost
Can't I,
piling
though?
up as much as Marius wants. No, I'm not gonna do that.
So he lost an arm.
Just one.
That's what he said.
Okay. Say would Quill would meet us here.
You guys think roll history checks to see if you know who this individual is.
I think I remember.
He is not from your branch.
Everybody?
Oh,
Or
then
just them?
You would know who he is. They barely know who
Yeah,
he is.
guild members.
Serena might have heard of him. Possibly.
Serena or T-Saloon.
Even Misfit with his newfound intelligence. You can't remember. You remember hearing something about a quill, but it could have just been someone writing something. You can't quite recall.
No, Mr. knows exactly who Quill is. He Quill's in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
No, that wasn't me. Okay.
What's that?
Nothing. That was I saw Misfit writing, and I thought I did that for a second because it was blue.
No, it's Misfit.
Not going to lie, I thought there'd be a stronger reaction.
From
Learning that our good leader lost an arm.
I mean, I can't do anything. It's worrying, yes. I can't do anything about that.
I'm not saying your reaction is bad. I'm just surprised that there wasn't a stronger one.
I have the perfect name.
Is that something I need to respond to?
What's with the
Jenny
chest?
No.
All right. How's the amulet looking?
Well, the amulet doesn't. The one for the detection.
The Jabberwock.
It's like super bright green.
Like the same bright green when it attacked Misfit.
No. So from what you remember, it went super bright green, and then it went black once it was summoned. And then after it died, it slowly would grow green again.
Oh, that's coming up soon.
Hmm? Oh, yeah. Not looking forward to that. I'm hoping this amulet works, but just in case, we should be ready anyways. How long do you think till our friend emerges?
Just before we get on land, probably.
You think it's going to be today?
It was. I mean, what? It was 8 days last time.
Yeah, that's a bit concerning. Suppose then let's start getting the defenses ready. Ooh,
Alright.
she almost doubled her HP with that one.
And I could just target you with this.
All right. So as you have about maybe an hour left until you dock, is there anything that you guys want to do with this last hour to complete before you kind of make it into the town?
Well,
I
go ahead.
need paint or tar or anything colorful.
Roll an investigation check. Dustin, you as well, if you want to assist in this one.
Sure.
Hey, sorry, man.
I've investigated this boat like 3 different times.
Roll with advantage for you.
Okay.
Like,
You
paint.
you stayed in the captain's quarters for most of the trip. Did you find a key for this chest?
You do manage to find, Dustin, all the needed supplies for Misfits project.
He's getting them.
Nice.
You asked
Um,
Dustin about a key or Serena?
Serena.
No, Serena. I don't recall seeing one. Jova, look around the quarters, see if you can find a key.
Roll an investigation check. Don't see any key.
No. But, are there any bobby pins around, or, well, probably not bobby pins. Is there anything she could use as makeshift lockpicks?
Not unless you have it on you.
Hmm.
We tried that one already. It didn't go super well.
um, hmm. Well, if we could find something thin enough, we might be able to pick the lock.
I pull out the tiny javelin of lightning.
Oh,
That might work.
The toothpick of lightning.
At the right size.
Yep.
Okay, you stay by the lock right here and see if you can help guide me.
Okay.
Utilizing his javelin, and we'll try and see if we can't pick the lock.
All right.
sure. Go ahead. Roll a dexterity check.
Not when you break it.
You guys kind of, dude. Nothing.
Mm.
Yeah, that's really locked up there.
Well, we bring it with us. I'm sure we can find someone to pick it or break it.
It's made of metal.
Do you think that would have stopped Bob?
Oh.
Oh.
All right. So
Let's
what do you
keep going.
guys-
Mhm.
My dynamic duo of painters, what are you attempting to do so I can tell you what to roll?
I'm following Misfit.
I'm gonna tie myself off to the edge, and I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna dangle myself over to attempt to try and paint something onto the boat.
All right. Who is securing you to the boat?
I
Are you tying a knot, or is he tying a knot?
I'll be right back.
Oh, that's a good question. I feel I
mean,
know.
I'm
Who
just
knows?
going for it. If you want to intervene, that's on you.
I'll make sure your knots are secure.
All right. Roll a
You're not.
dexterity check with advantage, Misfit. As you kind of watches. Hey, double 18s. It's meant to be. All right. So you kind of tie yourself off. You gotta lower yourself down.
Mhm.
Okay. With his help, you can kind of lower yourself down. I'm assuming you have your paint bucket.
Mhm.
All right. You're in position. What would you like to do?
I paint out, to the best of my ability, the misship.
Roll an intelligence check. All right. How do you think that spells for an 8 intelligence misfit check?
Okay, so I did good on my name, and I know how to read the word ship. How does it change when I combine them? That's a good question.
The missip.
Ship fit.
Sure.
He ends up just writing his name, and it's another thing called misfit.
That's what I'm going for.
Okay.
I think I
There.
get the S's confused for Z's, so it's
I'm
the
back.
miship.
Misfit. All right. So you finish painting as you guys are like within the last couple of boats to get ready to dock.
So
At this point,
collect your stuff.
you guys hear like a loud sound coming from the sky above you, kind of passing overhead. You see a
Dragon
very,
Light, would you
hear
say?
that?
very large armored airship. It's got like engravings of like a lion kind of at the front of it, underneath in the armored area, kind of down the sides.
How big is it compared to Lou's sister's airship?
Way bigger.
Oh,
Some of you would know, Marius would probably know, this is actually the Iron Lion, which is like the main large airship of Simthir.
wow.
Kind of like
If anybody's
dark
looking in
huge.
awe or questioning, I'll explain what it is.
Yeah, it goes dark for a bit as it kind of like blocks out the sun as it passes over you. You kind of look at the side. There's like 8 metal tubes sticking kind of like a little bit out of the side of this thing. They kind of look like that metal tube you have in your ship, Misfit.
Like the what in my ship?
The cannon. They got a lot of them. But yeah, I don't think
Okay.
anyone's ever actually seen an airship this big before.
I say we see how much the rental services are. dock the ship up for a bit, and we'll have it for later. Never know when a ship might come in handy. Also, I think you might be muted.
No, you're muted. It's
You
fine.
have to combine.
You were responding incorrectly.
All right. So, as you guys finally kind of make it in to dock, probably been like a good 2 hours.
Well,
You kind of see Simthir soldiers like kind of going through ships as they come in and kind of checking people and paperwork and etc.
oh,
How big is the chest, by the way?
Like standard size treasure chest, maybe like, ooh, let's see, maybe 3 feet across, maybe like a foot, maybe a foot and a half high.
All right, so that's not coming with us. Made of metal?
Hmm.
What kind of metal?
The hard kind.
Iron?
can I just climb through the keyhole?
You're not quite that small.
Fair. I was
Does
just assuming a
anyone
big
have enlarge reduce by chance?
No.
I could make him think he's smaller, but
That may prove. That'd be funny though. Yeah, you can't.
Mm.
You're just a little too small.
What are you wanting to do?
He's trying to climb through the keyhole of the chest to see what's inside.
preferably open it.
oh. Hmm. Nathaniel,
Hmm.
I don't suppose you have any lockpicks or anything you like.
He like reaches his pocket and pulls out a toothpick. About as close as I got.
Hmm.
Made it myself.
Do you have any way past locks?
That is not what I meant to click.
I mean that might do something.
It would do something.
Hey, where'd this
So,
second hole come from?
You just would watch a giant shatter hit the ship, and then you just hear Lou from underneath it. Who did that? Getting old, guys. Yeah, no. He's never had any need for getting through locks.
why do you sound annoyed that he didn't have lockpicks?
Wasn't meant to sound annoyed. It was more meant to sound sad, but apparently the tone did not come off.
All right. So as you guys go to dock in, they kind of wave you in. It is extremely full. And there's like lines of people. So you kind of see this is like where you come in to check in with like the harbor master. And then depending on your situation, you may be sent somewhere else. But you do make it to dock.
All right.
Kind of look at you as you guys. Ah, welcome. Paperwork, please.
Um, which kind of paperwork?
Do you ask him that?
Yes.
It's like your vessel's papers.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
one moment.
Yeah, Dustin, come on, let's go get the paperwork. Come on, don't worry, I got this.
All
And
right.
it's like,
Misfit.
and are you a refugee vessel? He kind of looks around. By the lack of refugees, I'm going to assume no.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
are you hiding them all below deck?
no.
No.
We had to make a relatively quick leave.
All right.
No.
Looks we don't have many slots left. Unfortunately, you don't qualify to be sent to the refugee camp. He kind of looks at your
Is
vessel.
there
and
a
sees-
part that we can park our ship for a while? We're just passing through.
Unfortunately, no.
Though we'll be passing through.
Due to the situation, everything is pretty much taken up. He kind of looks in. How many days are you in town for?
Probably today.
Didn't they say how long until Quill got here?
Not
I
specific.
don't think so.
All right. For a day, he kind of like notes the time. That will be 20 gold pieces.
Wait,
Yeah.
I'll start pulling the 20 gold out of the bag of holding, which immediately resize. Whew.
All right. We are going to have to do a brief search of your vessel, just standard protocol, with increased security.
Mm.
Oh, no, that's fair.
They kind of like motion for like 8 guys just kind of come on the ship and start looking around. Did you guys close up that wall space?
Yes, because the armor is in there.
Okay. So let's
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Oh no. So they each got a roll.
Huh?
I rolled 1, 2, 3, 4 4s, 2 9s,
Oh,
a 13, and a natural 20.
gotcha.
Wow.
So you watch as this like 47-year-old white bearded soldier, kind of non-standard garb, kind of walks in last. He's kind of like going slower than the other ones. Not because he's slow, but because like he seems to
How
have
come
a
you
bit
got to
more
say a
experience.
47-year-old's got a white beard and all slow and stuff? Why you got to do that?
No, I just say he's not slow.
He's
But
thorough.
the white hair's for a different
I've only
reason.
got a few white hairs and I'm 50, and those are all because of my children.
Half my hair is gray, so I will never.
And it's because
say
of kids, isn't it?
No, I've had gray hair since I was like 40. I've got a lot more since kids, yes. Each one adds more all the time. The sides of my head are completely gray at this point, too, which is kind of funny.
Getting Mr. Fantastic.
All right. So he kind of sits, he looks. Is everyone on top deck at this point, or is anyone below deck?
I would have gone below deck.
What time of day is it?
Yeah, it's ready to go along.
By the time you get in, it's probably like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
I'll probably, Maris would probably be below deck, probably reading or something, just relaxing.
So they kind of look through. Misfit and Dustin, are you guys top deck or below?
We went to get the paperwork, so we'll probably be heading back out to the guy to hand Teasel with the paperwork.
Okay.
No, I feel like I would have just sat down and started drawing something.
I would have left with the paperwork.
Yes.
So Misfit, as this soldier kind of walks on the ship, he kind of looks at you. What you doing, big guy?
Paperwork?
Oh,
You're adorable.
he looks at what you're drawing. That's really good paperwork.
Oh, thank you.
He's like, you know these people pretty well?
Yeah. I mean, most of them.
Oh, how'd you all meet?
We're best friends. We're in a guild.
Oh, what guild?
I looked
Lollipop.
to Serena for just a moment.
Serena's
And I-
below deck.
I contemplate the
The closest person to you is Lou, who's down with the harbor master.
the thought crosses my mind of maybe I shouldn't tell this guy everything, but it goes away very quickly. I'm with Tipsy Fox, and I show him my tattoo.
Oh, very nice. I've seen, I believe, some came earlier today.
Oh yeah, who else came?
It's like a guy with long black hair, a guy with kind of whitish hair, and then a guy kind of shorter blonde hair, lots of swords. Ring any bells?
Does it ring any bells?
It's Arathius' team.
Oh, okay.
They're from your branch.
Are those the guy that beat us at wrestling?
That is the guy that was fighting Bob in the very beginning when we first started, and they're just having the brawl in the pit.
Ah, yeah, those guys.
So yes.
Mhm. Yes, indeed. So they got here earlier today.
Someday we will have our revenge.
He's like, oh, on who?
Oh, well, I mean, they're better at wrestling than us. So,
Ah. Well, good luck with that. Kind of looks around. This is a really cool ship.
oh, thank you.
It's like, this thing have a pantry?
You know what? It sure does.
Can you show me?
Do you know where the secret entrance is? Have you seen it?
Probably not.
It's not.
Just show me the pantry.
I mean, I can't imagine I don't know where the pantry is.
Oh, yeah, you know where the food is.
I will show him to the pantry, gladly.
Oh. It's a pretty nice supply you have here. It's like, where do they hide the good stuff like the candy?
Well, now, see, you're asking the wrong guy for that. Because that's my good stuff.
Oh. Did you ever think that maybe someone else hid candy around this ship?
Nope. You see, mister, I've got a really good nose. If someone else had candy, I'd smell it.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Can you smell anything?
Basically.
He holds out a cloth. Do you smell this?
I give it a sniff.
It's chloroform.
That's where I went to.
That was how Mister was affected.
Where did Mister go?
When they're asking you about
Kind of like
candies,
an irony
yeah.
smell. It smells like blood.
I just kind of raise an eyebrow at him.
You Dwayne the Rock Johnson him.
Not yet. Yeah, I know that smell, but I mean, I'd probably have to shift to identify whose blood it is, but
But have you smelled it before?
blood, yeah.
No, this blood.
That blood? Oh man, I'm gonna have to get my big boy nose on. Hold on. I'm gonna shift into a bear.
Oh!
I already look very bear-esque at the moment. It's probably not that big of a change.
You're a pretty big bear, though.
Yeah.
He kind of looks over. Ah, a
I
druid.
start sniffing.
Yeah.
Sniff at it
Oh,
again.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Here you go. And just kind of like steps back from it. Roll a survival check with advantage. Gotta analyze the blood.
Big money.
Kind of like
Oh,
licking
big
your
money.
I mean,
Yeah.
turning into a bear is probably
It's hard to
not
say if you
only
really
did you identify
recognize
the
it
scent of the blood, but you
offhand, but it does kind of taste similar to blood you've smelled in the past. It smells like female drow blood
Oh.
with like a little bit of spice to it that you can't quite put your finger on it. But it kind of smells like Illyria a little bit, but not like exactly Illyria.
I'm gonna try and shift out of bear form.
Easy enough to do.
Is it?
Mhm.
Remember that thing you sent me earlier today?
No, that's going in.
Okay. I just kind of come out with a thoughtful look on my face. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like familiar, but it smells like maybe a dark elf, probably female.
What a nose you have.
That's what I said. I'm the best smeller around.
You know, if you're ever looking for work, we could definitely put you to good use.
Oh
The
no,
pay's
that's okay.
not great, but it is union.
Fuck their union.
Oh, you can't say that here, sir.
No, I meant that is a good thing. I wasn't there either.
Yeah, they're in the pantry.
I appreciate the offer greatly, but I am in a committed line of work.
Ah, well, I'd hate to bother you. He's like, all right, well, I guess I'm gonna go just move the treasure then. Good luck.
Bye, good luck. I'll keep a nose out for it.
And then he realized he said treasure.
Wait a minute. Wait, we have treasure? Wait.
I mean, you didn't know that? I mean, I figured a nose like yours would have smelt it right away.
No, metal doesn't really smell like a whole lot.
Yeah, it does.
I wouldn't know. I'm not a bear.
God damn it.
Kind of looks at you like, oh, well, don't worry. I'll find it quick enough.
Oh well,
Like-
good luck.
I'll tell you
Do
what,
need
though.
any- Do you need any
if you
help
feel-
finding the treasure?
I mean, if you want, or we can make a game of it and see who
Yeah.
finds it first.
Yeah.
All right. Rules.
Mm.
You have to find it, but don't open it, because we have to see how good of a prize it is before it's disturbed. So once you find it, you have to call out, say, "I found it! I found it! I found it!" Deal?
Okay.
All right. Ready? Set. Search.
Like a scamper off.
He's gonna roll an investigation check.
Do I
just out
hear any of this
curiosity, is that
going
guy
on?
even dressed like a bear?
You
So-
hear Misty like run off down the hall, probably.
So, did I hear any of this when I was getting, went down to get paperwork?
6.
I was bringing it up to you.
Oh, they're bringing it up to you. You're out on the dock.
Do I hear any while I'm down
oh.
below deck?
You hear like Misfit running through the hall.
I don't hear any of the conversation though.
You hear like people talking, walking through. You'd probably be able to determine that like people are on the ship, kind of going through it.
Yeah, Serena would probably be with the guards there. So she'd be below deck.
Yeah, yeah. I would have requested that Serena, keep an eye on things down there.
While we're getting the paperwork vetted, I do want to ask the dockmaster if he knows a place to dispose of cursed items.
Why would you say that?
So you walk down, give him the paperwork, and then you're like, "Do you have any place to get rid of cursed items?"
Someone
That
can
is
break
Lou's exact response to him saying that. It's like, why would you say that?
And he just kind of looks at the two of you.
I
Come
point at
on, people.
the hole in the deck. It's like, yeah, we had problems coming here.
You can't bring cursed items into the city.
Well, then how are we going to break it?
We have enough problems here. Can't you just like drop it in the middle of the ocean?
I wanted to, and I'm going to look down at Lou.
Yeah, no. Someone
Hold
said
on. We're gonna have to send for a specialist on this one.
if you can get rid of it, it's all yours.
That's how Supercard was born.
At this point, he watches the other individual walks up with the white hair. He's like, it's in the quarters down below.
Mm-hmm. And there's also a chest we can't open. Don't know what's in there. Do you have Do you have someone who can pick locks?
As you say this, he kind of looks at you. I'm gonna ask you a question, and you be honest now. Is this your ship?
I mean, it's technically his. I point at Nathaniel.
Kind of looks over. He's like, yes, it is mine. It is my ship. Kind of looks over. Did you bring all the paperwork?
Yes.
He kind of goes through. It's like, Nathaniel. It doesn't say a Nathaniel. It looks like this belongs to a Charles?
What's the last name? A Norris?
Yes.
Yes, that is Nathaniel Norris over there.
Well, unfortunately, this paperwork is for a Charles Norris. I don't
All right.
suppose you have any way of getting in contact with Charles to clear this up?
Didn't he say you could have the boat? Asking Nathaniel.
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm Nathaniel. Haha. He kind of looks over. I was like, yeah, Nathaniel, what does he say? Um,
I mean,
more or less, I believe. But I don't have we don't really have a way to contact him. He doesn't live here. And he's not with us.
Well, we could send a letter. It'd take 6 months.
I don't think anyone's willingly going back there.
That's why it's going to take 6 months, Tisalu.
It's like, we're gonna have to impound you until we get this all sorted out. Sorry,
Alright.
just we have to be safe.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
It's like, all right, go ahead. These gentlemen will go with you, collect what things you need. We're gonna go ahead and move the ship. And he kind of just gives you like some paperwork. He's like, go ahead, and he gives you a location. You can kind of go. check in on. It's gonna be a day or two, but we'll try to sort this out as quick as we can. It's like until then, don't leave town.
Oh, it also steers a little weird.
He kind of looks you. How so?
Oh, well, it's got a fin for one.
He like goes and looks. You're funny, you almost had me.
Is there actually a rudder there, or is the fin just
There
gone?
is a dark green rudder.
Great.
Have all the guards come up from below deck?
They're kind of having you gather your things and escorting you off the ship.
Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna need you to come with us, miss.
So. Hmm?
We're going with them.
Oh, okay. What
And
about
you
the
watch as
chest?
they're walking out with the chest already
Oh,
to the top deck.
thank you.
Lose face bombing.
As you
That's
guys kind of get led up to the top deck, they the one individual that you saw with the white hair kind of is like messing with the chest. What do you guys do?
I'm assuming we're being led away from that.
Yeah, they're like helping you collect it. They're trying to like be mean because you were honest and told them that it wasn't your ship.
Yeah.
But they're kind of like, all right, get your stuff off the ship. We'll get it figured out.
What happened while I was below deck?
I mean, they're impounding the ship.
Oh,
And we'll
why?
have to. Technically, the ship isn't ours.
Oh, it isn't?
Well, it belongs to Nathaniel's father, who is in.
Misfit is covered head to toe in splotches of white paint.
I'm not going to ask.
He looks over at you and he's like, hey, Misfit, told you I'd find it first. You see he has a treasure chest. But I kept my deal. I didn't open it till you got here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, would you like the honors?
Am I being
Yes,
ushered off the
please.
ship as well?
No,
Yes.
you're on the top deck right now, but they're like having you guys gather, so you can get off at your leisure. You just kind of watch them as he was kind of waiting for Misfit. It's like, go ahead, just hit down right there.
Mm-hmm.
And the case opens.
I kind of shield my face.
Lou's looking inside. Lou wants to see what's inside.
Hold on. Only the seekers get a look first.
Oh,
Fair.
man, the last time I opened up something like this, it blew up in my face.
He goes ahead and opens it slightly. Let me send you a whisper.
Sorry, I'll be keeping an eye on him, watching for sleight of hand.
He's a guard.
And
I mean, fair, but still.
So you watch Misfit kind of open this up. And you just watch as his face just like glistens with light.
Like Pulp Fiction.
And I'm assuming the jaw just drops.
Mm-hmm.
The other gentleman's jaw just drops too. And they both just kind of look as they're shimmering with some sort of reflection.
Did you get my message?
All right, now
As I
maybe
said, I didn't read it all
me
yet.
look as well.
Are you two all right?
Blue's gonna fly over and look, flop on Misfit's shoulder.
Oh.
Huh?
You look.
Serena will peek from behind the guards, but just mainly keeping an eye on them.
It is a chest that is like packed full of platinum, and a note on top,
Uh-oh.
like
Is
obscene
it-
amounts of platinum.
Is it a closed note or
What's the
open
note
note?
It is closed in a letter.
Okay, well,
Well, now you know what's in the chest.
He kind of grabs the note and closes the chest. Like, unfortunately, I can't let you keep it. Hold on one sec.
keep what?
The platinum. He's like, he kind of looks at this. I'm not familiar with this seal though. And at this point, you hear Marius kind of like tank over as he's going down the gangplank. Like, ah!
Oh, no.
You okay?
Oh, my leg. I'm sorry. Oh, that must have slipped on something. It's a bit wet. Hey, give me a
hang on.
moment.
Oh, stop.
I'll get up.
Okay,
Just give me a
thanks.
moment.
I'm gonna head over and try and help Marius out.
You help him, and you help him down to the dock. Um,
Thank you so much, Misfit.
he shows you the seal.
Kind of
Lou.
slippy,
He's
isn't
like,
it?
look familiar?
Does the seal look familiar?
Roll a history check.
Smalls,
At
Serena
this
is right
point,
there.
most of you guys are probably heading down the plank.
I'm going to just use a sorcery point on that one.
Lou's the only one here at the moment. Everyone else got held back.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
What a good sorcery point.
Yep.
Lou, you think on it for a minute. You're like, I've never seen this thing before, and then it kind of strikes you. You have seen similar imagery, and you kind of think back. You gather this is Nathaniel's father's seal.
Ah. I look at Nathaniel. I look over towards Nathaniel.
He's down the on the dock.
That would probably be the same seal that his father uses.
Oh, good. And he just dagger flicks it open.
Lou kind of cringes a little. Oh, it's gonna be interesting.
Kind of like pulls it up. He kind of looks over at you. And he like looks down over at Nathaniel. And he kind of
Lou.
slides the paper back in. Sir? The captain kind of goes over. He kind of reads the note. Gets a really puzzled look on his face. I'm gonna need to review this with a few other people. While we get this, call them a carriage. It's like, is there any place in town you're staying?
Is there any open inns at the moment?
I mean, it's a pretty big town. There's probably some, but none that you would specifically know offhand. You could just ask to go to an inn.
Reasonable. A decent inn.
It's like, okay, I think we could go ahead. Go ahead, and he kind of directs them to a place where you guys can go. And then he points to two of the other guards. He's like, "You two, stand watch and make sure they're not bothered." And you kind of get gathered into two separate carriages, and led off towards the inn.
Oh wait,
Um,
before we go, I need to talk to that one guy again. The
Oh, which one?
treasure hunt guy.
Yeah.
How heavily guarded are these carriages?
How heavily guarded
Guarded.
are the carriages or the guards? Like how heavily
The
armed are they?
carriages.
No,
No, like
no, they're
Well,
just
the
they're
guards
nicer
are
carriages. That's all.
okay.
the guards are 100% guarded.
The guards are super guarded.
They're the most
you have
guarded guards I've
about
ever seen.
you have about 8 guards with you on the 2 carts, and he told 2 of
Um,
them to basically stay and make sure
I
they
would
weren't bothered.
I would like to be in the carriages with Marius once this is done.
Sure. Half of you can go in one, half of you can go in the other.
I'll stick in a cart with
These will be in
Serena.
the north one. So Serena and Lou will be in the northern of the two.
All
What
right.
other action?
Okay.
Ah,
Everyone
Treasure
get on your
hunt, that's right.
boats.
Oh, is he coming with us?
Oh, he's not going, but you can talk to him
Oh.
before you go, though.
Yeah. Hey, mister.
Yeah.
It was an honor to hunt treasure with you today. If you ever need me, and I'm gonna put something into his hands.
What is it?
It's a tennis ball. Throw this into the woods on a full moon, and I'll be there, okay?
Misfit.
It was nice meeting you. Bye.
He just kind of holds it.
Druids.
He just kind of smiles and laughs it off, and he does pocket the tennis ball. It's like a makeshift D&D version of a tennis ball, but a tennis ball nonetheless.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
There's a lot more blood in this version of tennis. We're still in the development phases.
It's like an iron ball.
Why is it so
with
hard?
spikes.
You could have just given him a cannonball too. That would have been hilarious. Carry this with
No,
you
just
always and
picture
think
it.
of me.
It's not even just a metal spike ball. They just grabbed a sea urchin and started hitting that around.
Oh,
All right, so after about 45 minutes, you guys get led, and you kind of see you get led to actually like it's pretty well-to-do town to begin with.
I do want to do something during the carriage ride.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Marius, you took quite a spill. Will you let me see your leg?
I kind of. Actually, I'll sit down in the chair and I'll pull my robe up. Probably
alright,
bruised up pretty good.
Oh. Do you do this often?
Most of my life it happens. I'm used to it. It's painful, but I'll get over it.
I'm just gonna bandage your leg and that's it.
It's appreciated.
But you were a traveler, weren't you?
I've traveled
Traveled
quite a
slowly,
bit.
if I remember.
As why I say this happens often. The more you move, the more the chance is.
True enough.
But research doesn't come to you.
Not unless you have enough money to make it.
Somewhere Ilian is like sipping tea and like, I heard that.
Something else I've been short on in my life.
Well, at least you have spirit.
Just kind of smile and nod his head.
Okay. All right.
That's all.
As you guys kind of get let in, like I said, it's a pretty well-to-do town. Immediate thing you notice, and most of you are already kind of aware of this, until recently, the only real occupants of Simthir were human and a couple of Asimar. Other than that, they really didn't welcome other faces too much. There's still a heavy influence of obviously those two. They do have a little bit more, but like even the refugee camp they have right now, they have it placed out more so their needed space anyways. But their newer king that kind of united them kind of forced some more global rule, so they're a little bit more accepting. And they've benefited from the alliance too. But there's definitely some of that old blood in there that's just like they're very war hungry people too. They've done like a bunch of wars in the south as well. They make most of the weapons for Arcadia.
Okay.
So lots of stuff ships out of this port specifically to like weapons and metals and whatnot.
This
Alright.
place looks nice.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh, don't you worry. The captain's having this taken care of. You just enjoy your evening.
That's quite the change
Thank
in
you.
tone. Aren't we supposed to be impounded?
No, we just have to do an investigation. It's safety measures with the cursed items and all, and the issue with the paperwork. But it looks like it should mostly be sorted out. But due process.
What's your protocol on cursed people?
Okay.
Oh no!
Hmm.
The two that are like walked you in here just kind of look at you.
Misfit, that's enough shenanigans.
She's picking on me. I'm sorry. We've started bantering with each other a bit. She's making fun of my legs. It's not a curse. It was just a disease I was born with.
They kind of roll a deception check with advantage because it's very plausible. They were there when you taked it over earlier.
That should not be a problem. Watch me roll the double ones.
You fall
Deception.
again.
Now you got this.
Oh yeah, I got a +8.
Oh yeah. Ha! Well, you be nice to your friend here.
It's all in jest.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll be out front if you need anything. Enjoy and once again, our apologies for any issues this disturbance may have caused you.
You're
Quite
just doing your
alright.
job.
After they walk off, I'm like, sorry about that, Misfit. I just said that sometimes there's information that people like guards don't need to know about because it could cause friends to get hurt.
Oh,
Mhm.
I didn't think about it that way.
No harm, no foul.
I still think we should have dumped it in the ocean.
Yes, but then
You have a table at this
we
point.
don't know when it would ever turn up again, if ever.
If ever's good enough for me.
Yeah, I like being able to see a cursed item that I'm less.
Do
Let's
you have much
not worry about it. We've spent several days on the sea. Let's get something nice to eat and probably some warm baths.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, considering it took us 4 days to get here, right?
Took you 5 due to the
5?
fleeing north. In
Hmm.
total, yeah.
Do my rations resize once I them from my pockets?
They match your size, so it would be an acceptable ration for you. Probably not for everyone else, though. No.
No, I'm not like, because I had my stuff in my bag of holding.
Oh, anything you pull out of the bag of holding will come out at its normal size. Yes.
Because I put everything
Remember,
in my
you got crushed by I forget what you pulled. Oh, you pulled out the helmet or something. Mm-hmm.
I can survive off of 1 day of ration.
Eaten like a king.
Yep.
So, has everything already been arranged then?
Um,
Or do we have to inform them of it?
inform them of what?
Well,
Tisa,
they said that,
go for it.
they said that They were picking up the bill. Were they not?
I think they're taking care of it.
Mm-hmm. I suppose we'll find out if it's already arranged.
Yeah. I mean, I just said a nice in.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they're taking care of it.
So we'll make our way in.
Yeah. Oh, they already walked you in.
Oh,
They
okay.
talked to the innkeeper. You don't know what they said to the innkeeper, but they talked to the innkeeper.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, that would answer her question.
Yeah, they got you at like a table right now, and are bringing you like food and drinks and whatnot.
I'm looking at Tisalu just like going to town on this giant ration. I'm just like, are you sure you want to change back? Because it really seems like you're enjoying that. Have you tried just going, I think I can. I think I can.
Honestly, yes, I have.
Oh.
Like, I tried to turn back to me. Like, here, I'll
Daniel
try
starts
again.
clapping his hands really quickly. Anything?
No.
Lose focusing to turn back.
Nothing happens.
Nope.
What the hell did your sister give you to drink?
A rainbow-colored potion. That was slightly sparkly.
Serena's gonna think back, see if she can recall anything about some form of rainbow potion turning people into fae.
You've never heard of any potion that turns people into fae.
Well, until recently, I didn't even know there were potions that could do that, so must have been a new thing or very rare.
I just like. I need to be more careful.
Hi, you, and you just see Doc sitting there across from you with the beer. It's like you really, not to judge on your cohort here, but sometimes a little dishonesty helps keep one honest.
No, I don't know if that's true. That sounds fake.
No. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a cleric.
Oh, so we're lying today.
You're a cleric, really?
There are many kinds
Miss,
of cleric, young man.
as I believe the saying goes, discretion is the key to valor.
Yeah.
And some people say that shortcuts are the key to winning.
Who do you
Example,
pray to?
I've never heard anyone say that before.
my relationship with my god is a very interesting one.
Well,
We're kind of at odds at the moment, it would seem. He puts his hand up in the air again.
stop doing that.
No, not here either. Damn it. Where could it be? But, just being honest, and he kind of does a little circle finger pointer around the room. You don't find this a bit odd?
Well, I find it very odd.
Yup.
Okay.
However, some people seem to be keeping it quiet. So what happened while I was below deck?
Well,
And
hey,
what happened once we
Nathaniel,
were escorted up?
How much pull does your dad have in this city, if any?
I don't know, but I don't think that would help us. My father hates me.
No, there was a note in the chest.
And what did the note say?
I didn't get a chance to read it.
Well, this is, As now the question comes, what guard outfit do they belong to, and where might that note be?
Well, how much do we want to worry about this?
That depends. How much do you worry about being hanged? Or gutted?
One for being hanged. I was one for more skedaddling in the night. Rakan kind of looks at this point. As much as I hate him, he's not wrong.
Oh yeah, I mean, you guys can kind of do whatever you want. Thanks for helping us sail, but do we? I mean, do you want to try to kill him?
Already a little bit involved, but need to get back to the ship. Gonna take Grumpy Pants over here with me. I will tell your uncle I said hi, though. I'll be meeting them east in about 4 days. So I will pass on your regards. Is there anything else you would like me to tell him?
Can you tell him we're sorry for ditching him?
He probably fell asleep. But I will
You're
pass it along.
planning
Okay.
on wandering off, stealing our ship, our chest, in the middle of the night and departing, are you?
Oh yeah, tell him we stole a ship from pirates.
Serena,
Wait,
I think that's being confiscated by the guard.
He's like, if you think you're going to see any of that money again, you are more naive than I thought. But I assure you, I have no desire for your money. Unless there's my hammer inside that chest, I am not interested.
Yeah,
Money is
Serena,
easy to come by.
we're not seeing a cent of that.
Like, but, and he kind of like, we might as well finish dinner first, at least.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they have baths here.
I hope so.
I can order it. I can just get a teacup without any tea in it.
Give him a teacup. Oh, that's great.
Like, I don't even need a bathroom. I'm just gonna like pop on the table. This is my own little hot tub.
I'm not doing that in front of people.
Why are you thinking about baths, Misfit?
You like a
I
hot
like
tub of alcohol.
I like taking baths.
Since when?
Since when?
Since always.
No, that's not right.
No, sometimes I just have the instinct to sit in water.
Oh, okay.
That's not bathing, Misfit. That's getting wet.
Well, what's the difference?
Soap.
Oh. Yeah. No, I'll sit in the water.
Yes, you will.
All right, that's normal then.
All right, so as you guys kind of eat dinner, have a couple of drinks, Doc and Rakan kind of look around to make sure that no one's paying attention. It's like, well, kind of pats a couple of you on the shoulder. It has been quite fun, but I'm going to go to the bathroom now.
All right. I think we should all get ready to go to the bathroom.
You two enjoy yourself.
Khan just kind of like face palms.
How small am I again? Like how many feet tall?
You're like a foot tall.
That's small.
Yeah, you watch as they kind of make their way towards the back where there is a restroom.
You know, anything they do is going to come back and bite us.
Yep.
Oh, I think we're leaving as well.
Why?
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
You don't find any of this slightly suspicious?
Oh, no, I do. I have a
Nathaniel
feeling that No had something to say about, like, congratulations on killing Nathan based off of that first letter we found.
Nathaniel has that half mouthful of food. Can we at least stay for dessert?
Yeah, I'm gonna go keep an eye out outside. Lou's gonna probably leave through a second story window if there is.
You kind of like find
So
it.
where are we meeting?
Do you know any locations in the city?
They already left.
No.
Are you all sneaking out different ways?
Lou's
Lou, I
staying
think, is fine out
nearby.
the window.
I
and
have
is-
not been convinced.
Yo, I mean, if we sneak out, we're just gonna get in trouble again.
Lou, you do see that those two guards are keeping watch out front. Protect you.
Misfit. I think we're already in trouble.
Did I see the direction that the people who took the chest went?
It stayed with the boat. And
Okay.
we're gonna move the boat somewhere else.
Are we
I'm
being
pretty sure I
basically
can't see
kept
the boat
under
from-
guard?
Mm-hmm.
From what you were told, they were assigned to be your guards to keep you safe. Whether or not that's true.
You know what? I'm going to walk up and try to talk to them.
Lou's kind of already found an open window and he's looking down. You can see both of them out front.
Yeah, I'm going to go down and confront them.
All right, so you got the front door.
Just out the front door.
Oh. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Serena will position herself close by, leaning against the wall. Use
You've
drop.
been standing here for hours.
I got
Yeah,
AFK.
like
Dog
an
needs
hour.
out.
Okay.
Mhm.
You've only been having dinner for about an hour.
And you didn't think to go feed yourself?
We ate lunch earlier. I was actually going to eat dinner later. My wife actually was going to bring me down some pot roast.
Hmm.
She makes a very excellent pot roast.
I have no idea what that is.
If I have any extra, I'll bring you a piece.
Hi.
Was there anything you needed?
Yeah, can I go sightseeing?
He kind of looks about. I mean, I suppose it's not necessarily safe, and there's only two of us. If I send him with you,
Do I look like someone who needs a guard?
yes.
Why?
He kind of looks about. Where are we right now? You tell me that, and I will send you on your way.
We are on a street outside of an inn.
He just kind of looks at you. It's like, don't go far, please.
Okay.
If
I
anything
need to go
happens
inside and pick
to
up a few
you,
things. I'll be back.
we'll get in trouble.
What? You'll get in trouble. If something happens to me,
Yes, and typically, if anything happens to people while people are being guarded, it's not very good for the guard. So try not to cause any problems.
why am I being guarded?
Because we were told to guard you?
That's it.
They both just kind of like look at you.
Nothing more. Just orders.
That's what we get paid for?
You know what? You're right. Thank you. I'm gonna go back inside.
Alright, so you go back inside.
Well, it doesn't seem like we're stuck here, but they're worried about us getting hurt.
I
think we need to find out what was in that letter.
I feel in due time we'll figure that out. Patience, after all.
Well, there's a time and a place.
I'm gonna call it to Misfit. Misfit, do you want to find a fountain?
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Yes.
Is this a walk?
This is a walk.
Yes.
Alright, so you gotta walk Misfit?
Yeah.
Alright, he's like, alright, go with them.
Cool.
Alright, so one of the guards trails along with you on your dog walk.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm gonna stop in the middle of the road. Are you in bear form or not?
I'm a little fuzzy, but not right now.
I'm gonna pull out the alchemist jug. We almost forgot to feed him today, and I'm just gonna pour honey all over you right in front of the guard.
I open my mouth and just let the honey flow.
Some of the extra honey goes to Misfit. Most of it goes to Modir, though.
Mhm.
He just kind of watches in utter confusion as you just pour honey on your friend.
Feeling better?
You know, the sugar's nice, but I really feel like slamming some salmon, you know?
Mm. What's a salmon?
You know fish, right?
Give me a second. Yeah, you've become one once or
Yeah.
twice.
It's like that, but yummier.
You can eat those?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm back.
I guess keep an eye out. We'll see if we can
Welcome
find
back.
some.
Welcome.
Welcome back.
So how far do you two want to walk?
He said not far, so I will stick to that. Probably not more than a mile.
Yeah. Well, he's sending his little buddy with you anyway, so.
True.
You are able to find within the area you go. You do find a small stand at this time of day that is open selling fish.
Hmm.
Well, you did some hard work today. You've been putting on hard work the entire trip. You've been learning how to read. You can even write, and I'm gonna pull out the little note where you wrote your name. You can even write a little bit.
Mhm.
I think you did.
How many can I get?
How big is the fish cuts? I guess.
It depends what you're looking for. They're whole fish.
Okay,
There
one
is
whole
a
fish.
massive tuna you could probably get.
No, he said salmon. We're getting salmon.
All right. Easy enough. Still find a very hefty, full salmon. Yeah, let's. Looks at it, kind of like weighs it. 3 gold.
All right, I pay it.
You get a very large salmon.
All right. Do you want to eat this like that, or
I'll be right back.
No, I'm gonna save it for later.
really? You know, the food goes bad, don't you?
Well, until we get back.
Okay. You have the salmon now.
You do.
I'm holding it like a child would hold a new teddy bear they've just received.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and
Yeah.
it stinks too. All of your fur. You are a very interesting mixture. Oh, actually, now this brings up a fair point too. As you're walking, your salmon's getting slightly lighter.
I look at the salmon.
Its head's gone.
Does my mouth taste like salmon?
Nope.
Oh. I know what happened. Bruce, you should have said something.
And you just watch as like a little bony fish head falls out from your cloak.
You know, that's what I've been saying. Honey's pretty good, but sometimes a bear just gotta slam some salmon. Maybe we should have gotten 2.
We probably should have. I mean,
That's okay, Bruce.
I can double
I'll
back.
share with you.
Okay.
No, we gotta catch some on our own.
All right, so you guys make your way back with your salmon.
When we get back, I am wild shaping, and I am just devouring this salmon.
All right, easy enough to do. All right, so by this point, it's probably like 7. Do you wish to rest here, do anything for the night, or are you going to exit stage left?
Well then, enjoy the captain. At the very least, if we are going to stick around, we should probably have an escape plan ready. That said, I imagine the 3 of us can escape fairly easily. Though I'm not so sure how easily Dustin and Marius could escape without more overt confrontation. After all, Dustin is not exactly the most quiet or subtle of individuals. And Marius is not exactly the most, you're not exactly the most physically fit.
I mean, if Bruce feels like being nice, he can turn Misfit into one. And does anyone have a way for like any kind of teleportation magic?
I
Teleport.
think you're the only one I've seen teleport.
Yeah, I was worried about that. Also, we have that to worry about. I'd rather not have that happen in the city.
Mm-hmm. On the other hand, the city is well defended. The guards look competent. Some additional vetting.
They're gonna get ripped to pieces.
What makes you so certain? This place has probably one of the largest navies I've seen, and just came from an island. At the very least, just out and about. The guards are far more heavily armed and armored than any of the towns we've been to.
How much do we know about this
Looks like
city?
a managed
Just general details.
The city looks like it's ready for war.
It's a very
if this is just
industrial type city in many ways.
And if this is just casual regalia, I would say either they're incredibly wealthy or they're competent in a fight.
Well, we've already had 2 people in our group just, wander off.
Mm-hmm. Planning on a late night walk?
If I go for a walk, that's going to take me hours.
Well, you can flutter on by, I suppose.
I'm going to wait till later tonight and probably get into trouble.
We'll see. No, I certainly shouldn't be out on my own.
Oh, I was going to leave through the window when it got dark.
All right. What's the sun looking like right now?
Sun is gone mostly down at this point.
Okay.
I guess I should get going then.
Mm-hmm. So establish a connection to Lou. And I'm gonna go have that bath finally.
Mm-hmm.
If anything catastrophic happens, be sure to let me know.
Okay. Will do.
We're going.
Lou's going to fly back to the docks to see if he can find that. Oh, wait, no, they all saw him at that size. He's going to go, towards the dock.
Roll a survival check to see if you can find your way back.
I mean, I could just fly up.
Well,
I don't need to stay near the ground.
There's a lot of docks.
it
Fair.
was also a 40-minute carriage ride.
Ooh, 40-minute, huh? Well, there's roads and have to find that. Survival, you say?
I mean, you know which way the ocean is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Getting to the docks is not the hard part. Finding out which dock we were at. That is the hard part.
Oh. Lou is suspicious, so he's gonna head that direction.
Okay. Takes you a chunk of time, but you eventually make it over there.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you look for specifically?
Wants to see if he can spot our boat.
Roll a perception check. Since you're kind of like flying through some docks.
I will probably be using sorcery points on this one. Or not.
You do a very thorough investigation of like the docks in this area. It looks very much like the dock you came in on, but your boat is not here.
They did say they would move it.
To remind you, they did tell you where you could check on it in a couple of days.
Oh, did they?
They gave you an address. Not that you know where the address is, but they did give you an address.
Oh, my wings are going to be sore tomorrow. Can Lou kind of look around the docks, see if he can find anything he finds suspicious about this whole thing?
About, like, what specifically? Anything?
More just kind of listen in on guards if they're gossiping.
Sure. Roll a perception check just as you kind of hang around for a bit and listen on everybody. Mm. There's a lot of people talking about like bets on fights.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be a pretty common topic. They do, a couple of them make mention as they're like checking vessels of like this drow woman they've been looking for. Other than that, nothing specific.
Nothing about a large quantity of platinum coming in.
Mm-mm.
All right. I guess I should head back to the inn.
All right. So probably like after like an hour and 20 minutes total, you actually no, because you would have been going around for probably like an hour and a half.
Mhm.
You finally make it back to the inn. At this point, it's probably like 9:30.
Oh,
Serena's probably come down from the bath by now.
hey, Serena.
Hmm?
Would you mind
Oh,
asking
right.
the guards up front where this they said in a couple days. Ask them where this address is.
Sure. Are you asking her or speaking to her telepathically, or did you return and? I'll take that as you return.
Yes, I returned.
She gets up and wanders towards the guards by the door. And meanwhile, sending a message back to Lou. You could have asked me while you were out.
I don't
Excuse
want
me,
to hear
sir.
it.
Hmm?
So, I was just wondering, the address we're supposed to visit in a few days to inquire about our boat. Where exactly is that?
Kind of looks, he's like, kind of northwest, and he kind of like describes you there, and it's an Imperial Shipyard.
Oh, how far from here is it?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe like an hour.
Okay. Kind of relay that back. I'm not very good with directions. Would you be able to show me where we're supposed to go, or?
Um, Not tonight, but maybe tomorrow.
Wonderful. One other thing I was wondering, are you two the only shift of guards that'll be here?
For tonight, I believe. I mean, I don't know how long.
I hear you working
the
all night.
negotiations didn't take out. Yeah. It's less of a job and more of a lifestyle.
Wow. So they'll send a message back to Lou. They're planning on sneaking out. Well, they're not paying any attention.
Yeah. Back in when I can. Hey, next time say something after you connect telepathically.
I think about it. I've never seen guards so dedicated.
And they're probably military.
Roll stealth check, Lou.
Oh.
Shut the fuck up.
3. I'm making up for my horrible.
Austin, oh.
He's going full Mission Impossible right now.
I was literally sitting here. I rolled a nat 18 on my perception check for you leaving. I was like, this should be interesting. So, as you're sitting there, you watch kind of this conversation going on, and you slowly just, easily enough, no one sees you at all.
Gonna head towards the. I'm not gonna go directly into the docks this time, considering what kind of docks they are.
Yeah, you make your way. It does take some time, but you eventually do find there's a lot of their Navy ships are here.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at a little perception check. See if you could find your ship.
There's the 2. I could sorcery point that, and considering it's late, I'm gonna risk that.
You kind of like rub your eyes.
There we go.
You do see. It takes you a little bit of time, probably like 30 minutes to find it, but you do find your ship. It's currently got like 4 people on deck that are like looking around. Looks like there's someone with the wand like doing something on the ship, and then just people kind of searching. There's like one guy that's like fixing part of the railing.
The lightning damage to the ship.
Uh-huh.
Lou's probably. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said it is there, and you are very stealthy right now.
Yeah, Lou. Lou wants to check on things.
Sure. It's easy enough to kind of slip past the people. There are some people below deck too, but so far no issues kind of navigating.
Lou's just more listening in, seeing if they're talking about anything.
You listen in for a while. These guys seem just very focused on doing their task at hand. They don't really seem to be saying much about anything other than, the work they're currently doing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come back.
Are there any is it just docks here?
I mean, there's more than docks at the yards, but where you are, there's a bunch of docks. There's probably like 60 ships at the docks you're currently at.
Yeah, Lou's looking for a place that looks like an important building, and wants to listen in through a window if he can.
You kind of look for the most fancy building you can. It seems to be unoccupied at the moment.
Looking. Is there anyone?
It looks like they closed up shop for the night. I mean, there's people like working in some of like the workshops and whatnot around the yards, but all of like the offices and things are closed.
I wish I was a rogue. Is the window unlocked?
I mean, there's a couple different windows. Would you like to try one?
Yes,
Roll an athletics check. With
that's fair. Disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. There we go.
Yep, it's locked.
Oh, who
Must be
unlocks these
feeling
kind
well.
of doors? I'm assuming none of the windows. No one left the window open.
Doesn't seem like it. Unless you have a different way to try to open with your 0.
Are there chimneys?
No chimney.
I'm not gonna be. I wish my spells were quiet. You know what? I have a idea. Misty Step.
That definitely will do that. You Misty Step inside?
Yep. Waiting for the alarm.
You teleport in. Nothing seems to happen.
And this is an office, right?
We'll find out.
Yep. Investigation, I guess.
You just kind of pop in. Like some sort of office, you would assume.
Mhm.
You want to check it out? Just roll investigation.
Yep. I'm being very careful to leave things as close to possible back where they were. Like, I'm not pulling things out. If I could, even.
So, is there a specific thing like you want to look at paperwork or?
Start with paperwork.
Yeah. Let's see. You go through most of it. It looks like there's like some logs of things that have come in, ships that have arrived. Nothing of really specific note. There's some counts on like refugees that have come in. What else would they have? Some
Anything
general
pertaining
statistics.
to our ship?
No, you gather that probably, from the general looks of it, these offices probably haven't been open today.
Hmm. Oh, shit. Oh, I probably should head back and get some rest. If there's anything else that I can't, if nothing else, Lou's probably gonna head on out.
And let's see, would there be anything else you'd be able to find here? Yeah, no, probably nothing super specific. It's more of like a general military installation. Okay.
Anything that seems worrying with notes?
I mean, there's a lot of notes regarding items dealing with the rift. This is the closest kingdom to the rift, so a lot of their military is being utilized to kind of front the brunt of this little invasion that's coming out of that rift.
Mhm.
Currently, they have a war on the western coast due to the rift. They have a war at the southern tip with southern Arcadia due to some interesting things going on and some people that don't like each other. There's an invasion that is heading to the east, but they're not here yet. And then there's also a war that is kind of brewing in the north. Fun times.
Yep, I will send that very prudent information to Serena.
Mhm. So their forces are positioned to stop an invasion from the north?
Uh-huh.
That's a different kingdom. This one's only dealing with the west. Arcadia is the full
Okay.
kingdom. This is within Arcadia.
What about the latter?
I wasn't able to find that here. I didn't want to risk flying into the ship. I could probably wait till if people end up leaving the ship.
Well, you're a fairy. Can you turn invisible?
I'll try that once I get back outside. Lou will
Thought
misty
you weren't
step.
inside the ship.
Okay.
Lou will misty step back outside, and then attempt to turn invisible because fairy.
Yeah, you close your eyes and you think real hard. Roll D100.
42.
You close your eyes, you focus and squint real hard, and you're not invisible.
Yeah, nope, can't turn invisible.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I guess Lou will fly back to the crow's nest and just kind of wait to see how long people stay here on their ship.
Sure. By this point, it is probably closer to like 11 o'clock at night.
Mhm.
I would say probably by midnight, there's probably only like 2 people left.
All right. There's 2
One's kind of
people.
like writing stuff down and like taking notes on the top deck, and the other one's kind of like just finishing up a repair job.
Lou's gonna attempt to get below deck.
Easy enough.
Mhm.
You know where you're going. You've been there before.
Is the chest there?
Where do you look?
Captain's quarters first.
You look. The wall piece is open, and everything is missing out of it, other than the paperwork she already had. But like the chest is gone, the armor's gone. Everything else, though, on the ship does kind of remain.
Mhm.
You kind of look through. Yeah. Looks like it was mostly the items that were discussed lastly that were not left on the ship.
Yep,
Your
I'll
supplies
relay
are here,
that.
though.
There's what?
Your supplies are here, though.
Yeah, the chest and armor are gone.
They must have hauled it off.
I mean, the cursed armor and yeah, I guess I can understand that taking those.
You never know when there's a fairy flying on your ship.
Yeah, I probably should have stayed hidden.
You don't even. It's not even hard to stay hidden from these dudes.
No, I meant like Lou probably should have stayed hidden initially.
Ah, could have gone in Misfit's pocket with everything else.
Yep.
Its own realm of holding.
All right, if I don't get back now, I'm probably not waking up until noon.
So you head back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. What's the plan then?
We'll see what happens tomorrow.
Okay.
Hmm.
Is there anything anyone wants to do before you guys rest for the evening?
Yeah, Lou was gone for a while.
Yeah, some of you may already be asleep.
Serena's probably been down in the main area having a few drinks.
Okay. Anyone else?
I have passed out.
I'm with Misfit.
Same.
All right. So, anything the two of you want to do before you go to sleep, or not specifically? Serena and Lou.
Oh, it's okay. So tomorrow you're gonna have your talk with Destiny, or when will that be happening?
Good night.
And off to bed he goes.
Ah,
As you do kind of
more
make your way
things
back.
change. Things stay the same.
Oh. Todd Howard heard that.
Mhm.
It did start raining as you kind of came back.
Oh boy.
Misfit.
Yeah.
I'm going to say you're the first one to sleep.
Yeah, I slammed my salmon, then I fell asleep in bear form.
You just fall asleep dreaming of salmon, and you kind of wake up in a dream, and you're in a river, and you're just like, there's a bunch of salmon just like jumping upstream, and you just are like, oh, they're delicious. Except you feel smaller. Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Mhm. No.
You go to catch one of these giant salmon, and it kind of like slips through your finger. And you keep trying. You just can't grab these things. They're freaking huge. You're little. You can't like hold out your paws. They look like baby bear paws.
How am I supposed to catch a salmon that's bigger than me?
You kind of get disappointed and walk away from the river trying to find another place to get food. You kind of stroll through and you find smells like, I don't know, maybe a berry? Hard to say. It kind of looks like, I'll get you a picture. Can I sit there? No, it's not a berry. You kind of dig up a little bit of it. They're like crunchy roots. But they're like
Smells like a
yummy
snack to
crunchy
me.
roots.
Hmm.
And you just kind of sit there and they're pretty easy to dig up. You just kind of nom, 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 nom. you kind of feel a little bit content. I mean, it's not salmon, obviously, but they don't move very quick. As you kind of sit there, you just kind of start getting really tired, and you like lay down on your side, and you're finding it really hard to breathe. You're still really hungry, but you're really, really tired. You kind of like pot some more of the roots. Like, I don't have to go far to get those to eat a couple more. And your throat starts feeling really puffy. And your vision kind of starts to blur. And you kind of see this figure like walk up to you. And kind of like kneel down and check you. Roll a perception check with disadvantage. Kind of hard to say who it is. It looks like a human man. But kind of like kneels down, picks up the peanuts on the ground in front of you, and kind of looks at you. And then you just wake up from your dream. Take another bite of your salmon. You're able to go back to bed, but it seems so real.
I just kind of look down at my hands again that are getting nails a little sharper, a little fuzzier. Huh. Go back to bed.
I want to eat peanuts now.
Lou, roll a D100.
Oh, okay. 20.
Ooh. As you're sitting there, you kind of find sleep, and you wake up in a very strange room.
Hmm.
This isn't your room.
No, it is not.
Fancy, though.
Whose room is this?
No clue.
Am I pixie me or am I normal?
You look about. There is a mirror in the room.
I'll look in the mirror.
You're your sister. But you're in like very nice, like decorative garb.
Okay, what the fuck?
Roll an insight check.
I will spend sorcery points.
Hit spend sorcery reports in a dream.
You can't?
I will spend my sister's sorcery points if need be.
Oh, there you is. See, there you go. Kind of look. I mean, it looks nice. It looks like ceremonial.
What the fuck? Can I? Is there like a balcony, a door?
Yeah, there's a balcony. Kind of walk out.
Yep.
It's like a very nice, large, luxurious city. Not a lot of people though.
Mhm.
And then you can just kind of see surrounding the city, it's just like nothing but desert.
Lou's just looking down at himself, his sister. The fuck? Was gonna leave the room.
Easy enough. You just kind of start walking off. Eventually, you just wake up in a panic. You check. You're still you.
Am I still small?
You are still small.
God damn it!
But for the dream, you're at least bigger. Hey,
I'd
even about an
rather-
inch taller than you normally are.
Yep. You know what? This is slightly better than the dream. And Lou's gonna go back to sleep.
Serena.
Mhm.
As you're kind of doing your meditative period. Actually, kind of sit there and you just kind of focus for a little bit. All of a sudden, you notice it gets a lot darker in your room. And your heart just sinks a little bit because you already know what it is.
So double check the amulet.
It is completely dark.
That's not good. She's gonna make her. Is she still in a dream state, or is she awakened?
This would be while you're in a dream state, most likely. Because you get to bed a little bit later still.
She'll attempt to awaken.
And kind of just get up.
Amulet still black.
Yep. Like you woke up, you just kind of like knew that it was dark. Like you saw the
Okay.
green light just kind of fade while you were meditating. And you're like, ah, shit.
She's gonna wander out of her room and over toward Luz. Try and open the door.
Did you lock the door before you went to sleep?
How?
There's a lock on it.
Would I have been able to turn it?
Up to you.
Probably not. Misfit can get into his room all easily at the time, so no, he doesn't lock his door.
So you walk in, Misfit probably on the floor already. Holding onto his foot.
Most likely.
They're both completely
Either of them awake.
locked out. No. They're in the middle of the rest.
How do you hold onto his foot with a bear claw?
Deliciously.
With conviction.
Well, next right now, is it tonight or is it the morning? Serena will close the door, position herself by the window, and is going to be on watch.
So you barely squeeze out a long rest and you spend most of your night just like paranoid looking out the window. Arius, you went to bed fairly early.
As usual.
You've been having kind of issues over the last couple of nights since you had that vision of when the shadow kind of hit you. And you keep dreaming parts of this dream over and over and over again. And basically you just watch as and you almost see it from like his perspective. You just kind of watch him like lighting this building ablaze and just like killing off these urchins.
Now you say I'm having this stream over and over.
Yeah. You've been having it the last couple nights. This night you kind of have it like in full. And then you just kind of sit there like after it all happens and you're just like in the building.
If I'm seeing, at the point I'm seeing it through his eyes or their eyes, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try to see what's the percentage chance or whatever, or is it possible to try to get into a lucid state where I can control the dream, and I want to look for, not control is when I can make something happen, but the slight control, like I want to look for a reflective surface to see if I can see an image, a face to try to identify.
Well, right now you're already kind of in that, so you kind of like were present in the room for the stream. And now it's kind of like everything's played out and everyone's been kind of killed. But you were like free to walk around.
I'm wanting to find like a reflective surface. I want to try to see the face of who did this. And try to put it to memory to see if I can remember to draw it out or something.
Yeah, no, it's easy enough to do. It is the black-skinned, silver-haired tiefling that you had seen on the ship. Seems to enjoy it too.
Noted.
And you just kind of like burn with like this internal anger of just like how atrocious this incident is.
Yeah.
And then you hear a voice. Atrocity. And you watch as like smoke kind of starts to creep up and swirl around your body. And then it kind of like moves forward a little bit, like leading you on a path. Do you follow?
Oh, yeah.
You kind of follow and it leads you through one of these rooms and you see kind of sitting in the room, there's like this individual smaller child that is kind of like laying on the floor that is not completely dead and just kind of like sitting there breathing slowly.
I immediately rushed to his side to try to help him.
You kind of like try to like do whatever you can. You don't seem to be able to interact with him. He just kind of sits there and the smoke kind of envelops him.
And look around, is the smoke leading me anywhere else?
No, just to this. And you just hear the word revenge.
And I just sit there and clench my fists, and then when I wake up, like my left hand is like almost like a palsy victim or something like that. It's just stuck and won't like come out of the clenched fist.
Well, before you wake up, one more thing happens because you don't wake up with an empty clenched fist.
Ooh.
So as you sit there and you just keep hearing over atrocity, revenge, and you just look at this individual as you kind of like try to grab onto the boy and you just see like this little tiny green like light lift out of his chest. And you just watch this shadow kind of swirl around the boy in this green light. And then you just see like a faint green light on the ground in front of you. You see a half rod sitting on the ground with like a glowing green gem on the top.
A rod?
Yeah, like not a little bit longer than a wand. Almost like a half staff.
And I pick it up.
As you kind of pick it up, you kind of come to sweating from the dream, but the rod's still in your hand.
Kind of, and like this, the gem that's in it came out of the child that had been burned.
It looks like the child turned into this.
Turn
staff,
into that.
or this little.
I just
log.
kind of hold the staff to my chest and cradle it, and as I'm doing so, tears are just like running down my face.
And with that, you get an item.
I get what?
You get a customized. It's an existing item, but so this is a slightly customized Rod of the Pact Keeper for you.
Nice.
Fancy.
Dude, you got a cane.
It's not
So
like
I will update the name and maybe some other things. But other than that, it works exactly like a Rod of the Pact Keeper. It just has a different skin.
Cool.
All right. So the storm kind of goes on through the evening into the morning, but you all survive another night.
Lou and Misfit wake up to find Serena leaning up against like a table, looking out the window.
I would probably say you probably don't look that great either. You probably look like someone who has not rested very. And you're also noticeably missing your wonderful overly green jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
Missing.
Well, it's there, but it's dark.
Which plus is this?
So when you're holding it, it's a +1, I believe, to spell damage, spell.
Yeah, well,
DC,
because there's
and
uncommon, rare, and very rare. So the 1, 2, and 3. I was just.
it's the +1.
That's what I figured.
I
Just
dropped it in
making
your
sure.
inventory. Yeah. Not to mention the extra slot. Those could be.
Oh, you already put it in here. Sorry, I didn't even read that.
Yeah, I dropped you one. It may progress throughout the campaign, but basically an equivalent for the moment. All right, so you wake up, you see Serena kind of sitting in a corner. Stands warning gem. What do you all do?
Wait, when did you get here?
That's not the important part. It's gonna happen today.
Okay. Gotta be careful then.
Mm-hmm.
What's your plan?
Let's go talk to the guards out front to see what's going on.
All right.
Oh, well, let's check on everybody else first. Hey, Misfit, can I have my foot back? Is Misfit full bear?
Misfit, there's food downstairs.
Hey, Misfit's back to normal.
Mr. probably looks a little sluggish, like he didn't sleep very well. He'll release your foot.
You have a bad dream?
I think I died.
I'm sorry, what?
No, you still seem quite alive. And let's hope to keep it that way.
Mhm.
I'm gonna check my hands again.
I mean, they're back to normal size, but they're still furry and more bear-like than normal.
Though, he's right. You're not as fuzzy as you were before.
AFK sec. I gotta take my wife something.
Oh, he's still fuzzy. He just picked the wrong art.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
that's what my
my
comment
bad.
was. I was trying to hint at that.
Oh, I heard you the first time too.
All right, well, you don't have mage armor anymore, and Serena, I think you don't have your temp HP anymore.
if she's long rested, then no. She would have a different amount of temp HP.
All right, we long rest everybody. Then I got to redo something. Oh, I already have it up. Look at that.
I need that back.
I know. You're also not prone anymore either. I'll take your prone.
Odd as that, but I'll still take it.
How long do your temporary hit points last?
Until she long rests.
Nice.
Hmm
You could
But of course,
a hit and a
you
half.
can't stack.
So you can take a hit and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, every hit point counts. Okay.
It's also mainly to avoid potential shots.
You go out front. No guards.
That's suspicious. Unless they don't have guards this early in the morning.
Are there people about?
I mean, there's people out and about. Yeah.
Is it raining?
Yeah, still raining.
Well, this should be a fun evening.
Mm.
So sitting at your rainy inn. What's your plan for the day?
Now comes the... How do we lure it into a trap?
If it's actually clever, it's probably going to wait until we leave, or you get separated from us.
Well, if that's the case, then it's going to be waiting an eternity.
Can I cast Druidcraft to predict the weather for the next day?
Yeah. Looks you also notice Daniel has not come down from his room yet.
Anyone check on Daniel?
I'll get up
No?
and do it.
All right, you go check. Dustin, you go knock on the door. No answer.
Open the door.
You open it.
Hmm.
Room is empty. Bed is made, and there is a note on the bed.
What's it say?
More or less, it basically says that he's decided to pursue his dream that he's had since a child, and that he is going to prove both of his parents wrong and make a name for himself. And that he wishes you all the best, and hopefully he can make you all proud someday.
Well, he forgot to. Well, all right. Well, God. I just walked downstairs and I'm just going like that, and then just hand blew the note.
Well, these are
Oh, right. Let me unfold
these
the
are
page.
heavy.
Like, here you go, throw it.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Well, this could be a problem for us, or it's fine. It's fine, right? It's fine.
What does it say?
I'll just hand you the letter.
Mhm.
Ah, it's inconvenient timing. I wonder what he's trying to make himself as. musician or an
Marius would
adventurer?
actually know the answer to this because of their early time spent together when he thought you all were crazy. He did tell Marius a story, basically, of when he was a kid. This pirate bard that basically had come into town and he thought it was the coolest thing ever. It's like this amazing fighter and can play all these instruments, was like super cool and traveled the world. And that he wanted to be famous like him.
I'll relay all that.
Oh no. He's going to steal the ship.
Steal the ship? It's his ship.
It is technically his ship.
No, it's not his ship. It's Ms. Ship.
You're right. I hope he keeps the name.
Well, regardless, the guards and the Navy might not think so.
What guards?
The guards guarding the shipyard?
He's
Why
not
do you
going to be able to take it just himself.
I don't know. I mean, we've seen what happens when that man casts
Enemies abound.
Enemies Abound. All 50 guards killed each other off. It was horrible. There was blood everywhere.
Ugh.
No one knows I do that.
That was the most effective use of a level 3 spell slot I think I had seen in a while. That was a ridiculous number of concentration checks to pass too. The only person I've ever seen pass that many concentration checks, not that he needs to, is theirs. But I can't remember the last time Theris actually got to the point he could fail a concentration check.
Alrighty, guys.
Pretty
I
difficult.
guess
We should probably go rescue him.
Rescue him? Why?
Do you know why?
He's got his own plan figured out. Why would we interrupt that?
Alright, has anyone seen his handwriting before? Is that his?
I would say between him like reading you stories out of some of the books he had, you could tell it's his handwriting, or at least
Okay.
pretty close to it.
Should we send him a message? Just to make sure he didn't get kidnapped?
That, or we could try and track him.
How can you get a letter to a person you can't see?
We're all awakened together now, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is your rod visible?
I'd say it's probably tucked in my belt.
Okay. I don't think I would notice yet.
And also I'm going to say, wouldn't the when we were traveling this way, there was that black-skinned tiefling with silver hair. Does anyone remember?
Yes.
Do
Yes.
any of y'all recall what the name was?
Zuo.
Okay. I had a strange dream about him.
I had a strange dream.
Thinking
I had a
about
weird
it makes
dream,
my
too.
teeth hurt.
In my dream, he's the one that burned the warehouse and all the children.
I see.
Yeah, and all those shadows you fought were the souls of the children he killed.
He'll need to pay for that.
Yeah, I'm
Pressing is-
super down to eat his face off.
Well, currently our pressing issues for today is our friend is going to be paying a visit. And our bard seems to have wandered off to try and become a pirate.
Why don't we let him?
Yeah, I mean that's his choice. That's what my uncle did.
Did he do it by himself?
I don't know.
Do you really think that man can't make friends? We all warmed up to him.
Victory through
That
attrition.
or you forgot why you're angry at him.
Victory through attrition.
Doesn't feel right. Angry at him. Just...
Actually, can I retcon
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have we met?
I forgot you forgot to drop the list. What did you say, Thers?
Can I retcon something and have, instead of having the rod like in my belt loop, can I find a way to like attach it to my staff, like either with like a leather cord or something like that to wrap around where it's kind of near the top, but where I can grab it as I'm holding the staff easy, but not where it's going to interfere when I'm walking with it.
Yeah, that makes sense since it's kind of would be hard for you to kind of carry them separately or do something like that. So yeah, easy enough to do. So what's your next plan of attack?
Gotta go to the guild, right?
Well, we're stuck here for now, or we can just try and leave. And you said Quill was coming?
Quill is supposed to meet you.
From what the report said.
Baratheon is here. Quill was supposed to meet you, and Khan lost an arm. So what will it be?
Do you know who Quill is? Could you try and get into contact with him?
I can ask about.
Who do you want to ask?
But waiting for Lou to continue.
No, I was done.
Or saying anything further. Alright, I guess I'll be back.
Let's that.
Well, you're welcome to come with.
I waited till you were gone to say that.
Steps outside.
Who are you looking for to ask?
If I recall correctly, was she familiar with Quill, or no?
Ooh.
Oh wait, if Serena's leaving, I'm gonna follow her.
So you leave with a misfitten tail.
What was that, Dustin?
Well, just keeping track of things.
Okay, fair.
Send me a message what you scratch out, because something else is written in there too.
Oh, I will send you the document then.
You don't need the whole document. Just send me
No,
which one you scratch out. Okay.
Like, it's easier if you just have it. Just highlight over the things in dark highlighter to read them.
How to give me access, man? You gotta
Oh,
give me
shoot.
access.
Gosh
Okay.
dang it. Yeah, that was my bad.
I already requested it. Don't worry.
I forgot to change it to anyone.
Cool. At the top of your list, someone wrote in, "You're an honest and good man, and my friend." That's all that's written there.
And it doesn't look like my handwriting.
Nope.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna like I'll scratch it out and then I'll like go and look at it and get confused.
All right. Oh, I don't want to do this. So, about your arguments over the past few days with Serena.
Who?
Oh, fuck. Good talk.
Oh,
I've,
yeah. Good talk.
you know,
Are you feeling okay? You're a little bit small for a human, if I gotta be honest.
it's the effects of a potion.
I'm gonna like just write that down.
Yep. Also, I feel like I should get a pint and then drink it at all of it as this size. I think this might be better. But I'm not going to do that. Get a pint
What
with
makes
just
things
soda.
interesting?
Arguments, though. I remember getting upset a week ago. But that's about it.
All right. I'll have to work on that. Okay.
Oh,
This-
but I remember Misfit. Oh, he's doing so good, and I'm just gonna start like dotting on him.
mhm.
Not there.
Lou is. I'm going to end up killing them all, aren't I?
What? Out loud?
Very, very quiet.
Okay. I'm gonna let that pass.
Oh, no, that's probably good enough. It's average.
Who?
No one, it's.
No. Who? He is very serious.
Wait, what was that?
He is very serious about who are you intending to kill.
No one, I'm just frustrated.
Frustration leads to anger, and anger leads to action. Who?
Gestures to. Just kind of like the general you and bet back out to Serena or Misfit because he walked out with her.
Misfit?
Oh no, he's fine. I wanted to harm a hair on his head intentionally.
You better be telling the truth with that.
Yep. That's another thing. That's the thing to keep in mind. Actually, I will be taking that pint now.
Mhm.
As you get handed a pint, the innkeep kind of looks over to you as well, Dustin. Can I get you one as well? As they hand one out, your hand just reaches out and grabs it.
Bob.
I don't drink.
So you have a beer like held to your hand that it will not put down. But you don't have to drink it.
Lou will drink as much as this beer as he physically can.
You like sip the foam off the top and you start to feel woozy.
I have Infernal Constitution.
You're not infernal right now.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Hey, if there's anyone that's gonna outdrink a devil under the table, it's gonna be a Fae.
No, you do
They
whatever
love-
you want. Your hand is currently just locked to it. Your hand seems to be having a disagreement with the rest of your body. How you deal with it is up to you.
It is just like, you know, like those terrible like service robot kind of tests.
Uh-huh.
It just gets dumped all over me.
You're just like, like it's trying to like make you drink it, and you're like, no. You're just like covered with this pint of beer by the time it's all done. There's like some foam in the bottom, and the hand just takes it and dumps the foam on your head, like the little bit that's left in the glass.
Yep.
That hasn't happened before.
And then it slams it down on the bar in front of you. Goes, oh, more?
I am not going to say anything.
The hand. I'm gonna let you deal with that. I'll come back when you've made up your mind. It just walks away. The hand throws the cup across the room.
Hey, stop that.
I don't think I can.
Oh no, Lou was specifically pointing at the hand.
Oh, okay.
And he's gonna go back to trying to drink the rest of this pint.
Yeah, you spend some time. You're pretty stressed out. You get about a third of the way through it, and you feel quite good and quite full of beer.
Perfect. Alright, back to Serena's message.
Well, Misfit, do you know anything about this quill?
No.
Kind of feathery.
Generally, a little pointy,
Little inky.
occasionally inky.
I don't mean quills.
Well, what else would you mean?
She means a porcupine.
The person coming to get us?
Is he from the guild?
Yes.
Not your branch, though.
Though, from what I recall, he's from the mainland. Not
Well,
entirely sure how Lou wants us to get in contact with him.
well, he said he'd find us,
But-
right?
I believe so.
Well, then he'll find us.
So, what's going on with you, by the way?
Yeah, I'm getting less convinced it's second puberty.
Second puberty?
Just
All tieflings go through
yes,
that.
I'm picturing like they're having. What about second puberty?
All tieflings go through second puberty. Didn't you know that?
No, she wouldn't. She's not a tiefling.
Yeah, the little horns fall off, like baby horns, and then the big ones grow in. Second puberty.
Missa, you look like you're becoming a misfit bear hybrid.
Well, that is very astute, considering that I am a misfit bear hybrid.
No, you're usually a misfit bear, but this is different.
More bear than misfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get into a potion?
I don't think so.
Did you do anything strange recently?
I feel like that's a trick question.
Did you drink anything, eat anything, sniff anything, or talk to anything that you don't normally?
I mean, I chewed up the ship kind of a lot, but besides that,
I don't think chewing up the ship would cause this. Think back, Mister.
I mean, it started after the dream I had on the ship, I guess.
The dream you had on the ship?
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain it?
Do you want to just poke at my brain and see?
I can take a look. Mark it off. What did she get for the dream?
You going to miss its brain?
Mm-hmm.
So you're just trying to review the dream he had, or you're trying to delve like deeper in?
No, just basically whatever he shows her.
Yep, you can kind of replay the dream. So it looks like Misfit's kind of like playing in a river, and then Misfit finds some like rooty plant things, and then they look like
Oh
peanuts
wait, no,
after he eats them.
the hag dream on the ship. That's also a good dream, but the hag dream first.
Unable to find it.
Oh, guess he would think of that dream then.
Like you remember it, but he's unable to pull it up.
That's the kind of dream you had.
But you see him rolling
On
in
the ship?
peanuts and just like putting peanuts in his mouth.
Well, I don't think peanuts are the reason for your change.
Oh, I could have sworn that I had a dream on the ship.
Is that not it?
No.
Alright.
I wonder what day she took.
What day who took?
The ocean lady that I talked to.
Ah. Just out of random curiosity, you weren't, like, a bear before you were a misfit, right?
Pretty sure I've always been a bear.
When did you start being a tiefling?
Since forever?
Okay. Did you ever have troubles controlling which form you were in?
I mean, not really.
I'm not sure. Once we get to the guild hall, and we may be able to have someone have a look at you. See if they can't devise something. Need to have someone have a look at Lou as well. See if they can help with his condition.
Okie dokie. So what's the plan?
After. Good.
Like, go ahead.
Well, I suppose best we can do is ask about. We shouldn't stray.
He said he'd find us, right? I wouldn't worry about it. It's only been a day.
Yeah. Asking about might draw too much attention as well. Well, I suppose it's been a nice talk. Let's head back in. Also, you spend a lot of time with Dusty. Do you know what the hell is up with him?
Maybe he's hangry?
I don't think it's that.
I mean, he seems like...
Seems to have
busted.
something against me.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that's all about. Maybe you should just tell him, you know? He's our friend.
Tell him what? That he's an asshole?
No, that you're a magic person. That's why he doesn't respect you, right?
That's it. He respects Marius.
Marius is just an old man with a stick.
No,
Yeah, Marius is like really smart though.
Oh dear.
I'm not even trying to say misfit.
The Marius is really smart.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say that was ignorance.
I mean, yeah, that's
Now,
kind of
do you,
the whole difference. Like, he's really smart. I am not. Definitely
Yeah.
ignorance.
do you remember what you were told yesterday? That sometimes it's better not to tell people things because they can get your friends hurt.
But he is our friend.
Mm-hmm. He seems unstable at best.
I mean, we're all kind of at various levels of unstable, but that's what we have each other for.
It's best to not inform me of such things.
A little trust goes a long way.
At the very least,
And I'm not just saying that because he bought me a fish yesterday.
mister, why? He's getting at me without knowing anything.
Do you want to know the reason why he doesn't know anything?
I went to Marius again.
It's you, Serena. You're the reason. I mean, we barely
I'm
know
aware
Marius,
he doesn't
okay?
seem to like.
No. He's treating him with, like, regular respect because we just met him not that long ago. Right? He's been with you for a longer time. And so he
A
knows you
few
better.
days. Mister,
Serena.
he clearly just has something against me. He doesn't treat anyone else like this.
With you a couple weeks too.
You know it's because he's worried you're going to get hurt, right?
And what he thinks that if I just stay behind, things are just gonna be that much better?
He thinks you're
Seems a
not...
bit delusional, considering he knows our situation.
He thinks you can't fight. I know you can fight, but he doesn't. I think you need to wrestle. I think that'll
So,
solve... No. I think that'll solve our problems.
They need to wrestle.
no, I don't think it will.
I'm serious. You need to wrestle
Okay.
Dustin so he respects you. This is how it works.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to wrestle Dustin.
No, you
I
know
don't
what?
need his approval for anything.
I wrestled Dustin. And now he respects me. He respects Lou because Lou's the boss man.
He can't even call Lou by the right name. Or the right title.
He has a title?
And seems to be insinuating that he runs around with a bunch of different women.
You know, this would all just be so much easier if you told him.
Mister, guild matters are best left within the guild.
And
That
friend
includes
matters
some of my
are
talents.
best resolved between your friends. It doesn't matter if he's in the guild or not. He's our friend.
I hate to break it up and point it out, but technically he has Bob's tattoo.
He has Bob's tattoo. He's in the guild.
Technically, he's got more seniority than you guys.
That is not true. Someone inside of him has more seniority.
Now we're just talking semantics.
Misfit, you trust me. This conversation alone has been dangerous.
Our hungover.
And Serena's probably been like observing the crowd, checking for eavesdroppers as they've been talking.
Roll a perception check. Yep, doesn't seem like anyone. I mean, you get a couple of like glances, people just pass by in general, but that's about it.
You're so paranoid.
Am I?
If you don't tell him, I'm gonna tell him.
Misfit. Trust me when I say that would be a bad idea.
What's the worst that could happen?
One moment. I'm just gonna establish a telepathic connection to him. There, now we can talk more overtly. You've seen how he reacts to people with magic? Have you not?
Well, yeah, because magic
Fear,
has hurt him in the
paranoia.
past.
Yes. Well, people with my abilities tend to also harbor a lot of suspicion. A lot of people are afraid of what I can do.
I've seen Lou shoot
And the
lightning bolts
unstable
out of
and
his eyeballs. And Dustin thought that was cool. I think. I might be projecting.
what I do is different than Lou. You know that.
Yeah, your brain powers. Right.
It's best for everyone's safety that it's kept quiet. I know
So,
it's hard for you.
when we get to guild headquarters and Dustin gets formally welcomed into the guild, does he get to know then?
I will tell him what he needs to know at that point. If he gets recruited. And I don't want you to just immediately barge in, scream, "Con, can you recruit him?" Or anything along those lines.
He's already recruited. He was literally assigned to your team by Con. Yes, he officially has been recruited for a
He's
long
officially
time.
been recruited.
He was literally assigned to your team at the same time Lou was promoted.
No, because the only conversation those two had was
I broke a mirror
Con woke
out
up,
the
asked
window.
him what he was doing.
Oh no, we had other conversations too.
Did we?
Oh, not you.
I don't
Me
think
and,
the two of them ever talked after that.
Hmm?
There was discussions with him about Bob merging, but no extension of recruitment.
You
there
weren't
was-
paying close enough attention then.
I'm picking it up. Yeah, okay. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, because I assigned him to replace Doran when we were talking about Doran, and then I promoted Lou to replace Bob.
Though wasn't that in the time or before they went back in time?
No, all you ever had was like a 5-minute
So-
rewind.
Hmm. As I'm recalling, I'm not being officially recruited.
No, I'm dead serious. He honestly has more seniority than all of you, based on his tattoo. He's like, oh, well, he's Bob. He's like, I'm gonna assign him to you.
Yep.
When he found out you lost Doran. Ooh, speaking of which, though, since it is 12 a.m.,
Mhm.
Lou,
Yes.
you get a message from Doran.
Oh.
Hey, did you guys not see Quill at the docks? He says he can't find you. Where are you?
I'll tell him the name of the we're staying at this tavern here.
There's like a lot of docks, to be fair.
Also, we weren't told where to meet.
And you just hear a voice out loud. That's fair.
Did you really cast another spell to send that that one word?
No, it's coming from the gnome standing behind you.
Oh,
Oh.
is that Quill?
Uh-huh. Hi, everybody.
Hello, Quill.
Which one of you's Lou?
That'd be me.
You're a lot smaller than I thought you'd be.
I drank a potion.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
Very.
I make my own line of home remedies if you're interested.
What do you mean by home remedies?
Well, I got the cure for what ails you. Once I figure out exactly what it is that ails you.
It was a rainbow sparkly potion.
Ah, rainbow sparkles. Classic case. Here, drink this. He like pulls out a bottle and just like dumps it into a cup.
Okay. What is it?
Do you ask him?
Yeah.
Damn it, boy, don't question me. I'm trying to save your life. Now drink.
Yes, sir. I'm too drunk to argue. More liquids.
It's a very warm hitting liqueur. It kind of like hits your stomach. You're like, oh.
I'm already on top of beer.
Roll a Constitution save.
Is that at disadvantage?
Mhm.
So normal roll, or do I not have Infernal Constitution?
Normal roll.
16.
You're not blowing chunks, but you feel a little
Squeezy.
like you feel that tickle at the back of your throat.
Oh, I'm drinking too much. Do you mind grabbing Misfit and Serena from the front?
What's a misfit in a Serena? Oh, hey, Bob.
Does my hand wave?
Mm-hmm.
I like try to force it down.
It like hand. You like it's where you kind of like put the hand on top of it, like you try to slam it down, it puts itself and it tries to like hold you down. You're like doing this constant like hand tower thing where you're stacking the hand over the other hand.
Yep.
Oh, no, that's funny.
But
Like,
to you, maybe. What the heck?
so, were you born a pixie?
Tiefling.
Huh. Yeah, this
That's-
is interesting.
That's a good question. Wait, Lou tries to, drunken stupor, look at his tail. If it's still there.
Keep looking. Roll a dexterity check as you try to get a look on it without it running away from you.
I'm gonna roll at a disadvantage for being drunk.
Sure. That is a quick little bugger, and as you spin as fast as you can to keep eyes on that tail, it all comes out. There. I bet that feels better now, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Let's see. He kind of like looks at the vomit that you threw up. Kind of like takes a little thing and scrapes it, puts it in a little vial. Ha! Reaches into his pocket, pulls out like a little small rectangular container. Pulls out a small purple sphere. There you go. That ought to do it.
What is this, like something to eat?
Yeah, you chew on it.
Did he give me a hard gum candy?
He gave you a gumball.
How big is it compared to me?
It's gonna take a bit of time to get this done, but you feel like you could probably work through it. I'm currently chewing on it.
Uh-huh.
Great, by the way, just for reference.
Okay.
You start to tingle.
No, I don't want to be tingle.
And your whole body is now tingling.
Is this for normal?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes detoxification can be a bitch, but it's always fun to watch.
Gordo?
And you just let out the largest magical glittery fart of your life. And you just watch as this rainbow of sparkles.
I think in his defense, it's probably also the first glittery fart he's ever taken in his life.
You're
Maybe
not
the
sure what
second.
Seriously, man.
the room does not know what to make of this. As you all kind of like sit there, like you got some glitter in your eyes, and the smells aren't bad, but it's just strange and awkward. And as you kind of like go to apologize and like stand up, you are now 2 feet tall.
This is going to be a
Slowly
long
growing.
process. This is going to be a long process, isn't it?
No, it'll only take like 10 minutes, but you are slowly growing back to your normal size.
Oh,
The
my
wings
God.
kind of shrink in, and you kind of grow a little.
Oh,
For about the
I'm
next
going
10
to miss the wings.
Well, you should have said that before I helped you.
No.
I would have given you the green gumball. And you look, he's got about like 16 gumballs in this container.
Just kind of flying felt right. You ever get that feeling?
No, I'm a gnome. I don't fly.
That's fair. Also, I'm going to go get the rest of the guild members. They haven't come back yet.
Oh, your team? I thought you meant the ones that were waiting for you. They thought you were getting here yesterday. You missed one hell of a party.
Lou will go get Misfit and Serena.
You'd see them probably just outside,
Hey,
leaning up
Quill's
against the
here.
wall or something.
Oh, hey, that's nifty. What's that?
What's what?
Quill's here?
He points at Ari's chest.
I know Ari was
Long
here.
story.
Wait, when are you get here?
Serena. You guys aren't ready for Ari.
Ari throws fine.
How did you get it to glow like that?
Best explained elsewhere. You were
She's got
here
a
to collect
condition.
Yeah. That's funny coming from Misfit.
Does it always glow like that?
Is it still black?
No, it's glowing. That's what he's pointing at.
What color is it glowing?
Like a dull green.
No. Serena's gonna pull out a piece of metal or whatever she uses for a mirror and take a look at her forehead.
Don't say anything at the moment. Seems the mark is missing.
That's it. Just gonna like grab his horn and turn him so he's facing her. Check his forehead for an additional symbol.
You don't see anything.
Lou, check. She'll head gesture over toward Dustin.
Got a helmet on.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Dustin.
I'm still messing with the hand.
Hey, one of you take the helmet off, please.
No.
They both stop and like give you this no look, like what the fuck, in unison, and go back to their argument.
Well,
Misfit, he listens to you. Can you take him upstairs and check to see if he has the mark?
I don't know why we gotta go upstairs. I'm gonna walk up to Dustin.
He's
kinda-
sensitive about his armor.
I knuckles on the helmet. Hey, buddy, can I come in?
Of course.
You pull off
If I
his
check
helmet.
your,
you can.
if I check
No
your
mark.
forehead.
And she's gonna check Lou.
No mark.
But that leaves Marius, but
and Marius
He
was
was
there.
Everyone slowly turns and looks at Marius. No mark.
I mean, Marius wasn't there.
So he's
he
gonna
wasn't
take
there when
a
Gargan
seat
cursed.
beside Lou.
Daniel
Last
was
time you
there,
fought
right?
him.
She'll establish a connection to Lou, and Lou's gonna hear in his head. So how do we tell Misfit about the fact that his uncle might have the mark?
You want to send a message to him so he can ask him?
Send a message to Dirge?
Mm-hmm.
I can give it a shot.
So, Misfit, how are you feeling?
You know, I think I realized something today.
Oh,
I like to think I lead a complex, emotional life, but then the sun comes out and I am happy. I am functionally no different from a big leaf.
That's a very interesting thing.
Oh, thank you. I thought so
Yeah.
too.
Misfit's words of wisdom.
Words slid by.
Mhm.
So you shoot your message over to Dirge.
Yeah, just a moment.
All right.
You don't need to send exactly 25 words.
No, I'm just coming up with exactly what to say. Okay.
Yo, Dirge, you got a mark on your forehead? No? Cool.
More or less. Just asking. So try and mimic Lou's voice to the best of her ability again.
He knows who you are.
Yeah, but he doesn't know what she, well, as far as she knows, he doesn't know what she can do.
Marius, I forgot. When you changed what you were doing with your rod, what was it again?
Instead of carrying it, I've basically got it attached to my staff, like up closer near the top. I've just got like strips of leather that are tying it to my staff.
Okay. Did you go out shop? I'm gonna say at this point, I probably noticed it while I've been fighting with my hand. If we're
Yeah,
we're
go
at
for
the
it.
same table, would we be at the same table?
Yeah, you probably all be in the same general area.
Did you go out
Mhm.
shopping last night, Marius?
No, I actually. Well, why do you ask?
Well, looks like you've got a little something for your artifact.
Oh, I'd wandered out into the alley. The privies were occupied, so I went outside and it was just laying there.
How fortunate. Well, I hope it serves you well, I suppose.
No, I thought it
Anything to...
looked like it was could be handy for a shorter, more wieldy device than what the staff can be at times. And also, there's a little bit of a weak spot here in the staff, so that also helps kind of shore it up.
Yeah, if anything happened to that thing, you'd just be dead in the water at the wrong time, wouldn't you?
It served me well. I would hate to lose it.
Serena, you get your reply back from Dirge. Yo ho ho, little lady. Nope, all good here. No mark on my forehead. Thanks for checking in.
All right. So, Misfit,
Ah,
we just checked in. Or, well, does Serena convey that to me telepathically?
Yeah,
Right,
I was actually looking to just about to say it when you spoke.
So, Misfit, we just checked in with Dirge. He also doesn't have a mark on his forehead.
oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm. Or very worrying.
What about Daniel?
He wasn't. Was he with
He
us?
wasn't there.
No, he wasn't there.
He saw it once, but I don't know if he was in the pool.
He was there.
He was there.
He was.
Wasn't
Does it
Nathaniel?
have to be the initial cursing?
No idea.
Right.
Yeah,
We should
at
check.
least as far as we know of.
Daniel was there and Penelope was there also.
Oh, Penelope.
Well, to be perfectly honest, if Penelope is the target, I think she's okay. I'd be more worried about the Jabberwock.
Ruby, get her!
Yeah.
We come back to 4 and we just see the Jabberwocks in a dress with a little hat and a teacup.
It's mowing the lawn. Yep.
She won't let me leave.
Help me, please.
Yeah, that is the wrong person to go after.
All right, so we'll pause here at this point because it's a good stopping point. So it's kind of an awkward feeling for the moment because while you may be immediately safe, You're uncertain which of your other two potential friends may possibly have this, if they even have it at all. And then you start to think about who the hell else, and then names start rushing through your head. Does Bluebird have it? Maybe Mama has it. Hard to say. But we'll deal with that next week.
Thanks. Thanks for hanging out and watching, everybody. Have a good night.
Thanks for hanging out.
Good night.
See you next Friday.